Hi you guys, my name is Jayla and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to day trade. And you guys are like, what is day trading? What is the stock market? Is this a scam? Is this legit? Let me tell you, the stock market is what almost all of the companies that you know use to provide, to invest, buy, and sell from their business. The stock market is a giant marketplace basically where people buy and sell pieces of the company, stocks and shares, and its prices change like based on demand. I got notes also, that's what I'm reading off of. The prices change like based on the demand. But day trading is buying and selling those stocks quickly, like kind of like flipping collectibles. When you buy, the price is low, and when you sell your product, it's high for profit. The market moves in waves, and what goes up must come down. So the goal is to get a great entry for a great price and just sell it for profit. The strategy I use is supply and demand. I have learned the stock market and basically how to like reading stuff from like TJR, and I got like a lot of indicators and stuff from like Trades by Side, which you'll see when we start using like different time frames. And then the actual strategy is from a girl named Her Trading Journal. I'm going to show you guys how to do everything in super simple steps where you guys can do it just like I did it, because if I can do it, you could do it. Anybody can do it. It's money in the market for everybody. My dog is just going crazy. I am going to show you guys the basics of the stock market first. Come on. Oh, he in trouble. I'm gonna be showing you guys the basics first, actually how to read the market, because if you cannot read the market, then you cannot do this simple strategy. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing we get into is the candlesticks. You gotta know the candlesticks. That is the market. So remember how earlier I was like, the whole purpose of day trading is trying to, you know, buy and sell those stocks quickly, like trying to flip some shoes, for example. Let's use shoes for example, y'all. So like, let's say you seen some shoes, right? This guy is going to sell it to you for $80. He don't even know that these shoes is worth $500. So you want to buy these $80 shoes, and then you're going to go and you're going to flip it and you're going to sell it for literally $500. And that is how you get your profit, right? So the candles basically tell you the buyers and the sellers. The green candle, which I'm going to be saying the right terminology for it, which will be bullish and bearish. The green candle in the market is a bullish candle, which means that the buyers are in the room. Whereas the red candle, bearish, means that the sellers are up in the room. Wicks, which are these little lines over here, they basically show you when price is projecting or there's lots of pressure for that movement. For example, if you see a long green wick, right? A long green wick, that means that the sellers, they was pushing, they was trying to come, but the buyers still outperformed them. The buyers still won at the end of the day. Like, sellers came all the way down here, but they didn't succeed, and we still closed green. For bullish candles, we open low and we close at the top. I don't want anybody to get confused, so you don't really gotta go too into detail with what I just said when you're making your notes or whatever. Just know that if we have a green closure and you're in an uptrend or you are projecting buys, that's good. That means the next candle will open green because it closed green. Whereas the red candle, they open high, close low, obviously, because it means that the trend went all the way down here and it closed, and then the next candle that's going to open would be a red candle under it if we're in a downtrend. So those are the basics of candles. Like I said, it's really not too hard to understand candlesticks. Alright, so now that I showed y'all the nitty-gritty of the candlesticks, most basic that it is, I'm going to be showing you guys how the market literally moves in waves. What goes up must come down. If it's down, got to go back up. Literally going to be showing you guys that. Very, very simple. And then we are going to be marking our highs and our lows, because if it goes up, then there's a high. If it goes down, exactly, it's a low. You are already getting it. So let's get into it. I already see those waves that I was talking about. Like literally, we go up, we go down, we go up, we go down, we go up, we go down, up, down, up, down. You get the point, right? Now, for you guys' notes and for you guys' homework, I want you guys to always, always, always mark the highs and mark the lows. At the top of the wave, we got a high. At the bottom of this wave, we have a low. Then we have another high. And then we make a lower low. Now, just because you seeing this, you like, oh, here goes some highs, here goes some lows. That does not mean you know what you're doing. Come in here and think you finna just be pressing buy and press sell because you see a high and a low. You finna get your feelings hurt like really bad, and a lot of money will be gone. So we mark out our highs, we mark out our low. When we have higher highs, which means that we got a high higher than the last high, then that means that we are in an uptrend. Are we? Let me zoom in. Are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend right now? I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds. We're in a downtrend. Why are we in a downtrend? Because we actually have, let me mark them out, lower highs and lower lows. This was our high, this was low. Yes, this was higher than that last one, but then look at this low. Lower lows. And then we went up, but then we got another low. And then another damn low. And then another low. So we steady getting lower highs, lower lows, which indicates that we are in a downtrend. Now I'm going to be showing you guys the actual strategy, because once you get that trend, oh, you know what you're doing. You ready. You are ready to now do the strategy. So it's 4 steps, right? It's find the trend, wait for a break of structure, mark your supply, and wait for a tap. We already learned how basically to find a trend in the last video with its higher highs and higher lows. We're up in a bullish trend. It's lower lows and lower highs, then we are in a bearish trend. So after you hop on the trade and you create your own bias of where the trend is going, up or down, that is when you are content with your trend, you stick with the trend, and you wait for a thing called a break of structure. What is a break of structure? Put this in your notes. A break of structure is when we get another high. If we were in it, like let's say we're in an uptrend, we get another high after we have already confirmed that the trend is in the uptrend. Or if we have already confirmed that the trend is in a lower trend, we wait until we get another low on the market. And that will be our break of structure, hence the name. Then, after that, we can mark our supply. But I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I mean on the chart so you guys won't get confused. Let's get into it. Alright, you guys, I don't know if that last video had recorded, but we found our trend, right? We waited for a break of structure. We marked our supply zone, which is right here. The red candle right before the most recent high for participating to go up. And we waited for our tap. We had got our tap. We could have went aggressive or conservative. I went conservative and waited for a green candle. And now we just got our stop loss, which is right under the zone. And then our take profit is right above 101. Like I said, right now, as you can see, we are in profit. And it's really just truly a weight game. Can't be scared when you see a little bit of red. You know, it goes up, but you also don't want to be greedy. I think that it says 688. I think I'm going to close right here. Alright, you guys, position closed. As you can see, you know, just that easy, quick making money. But all we did here was just these 4 steps. How I just won that. I really wanted y'all to see that because I just won that in real lifetime. What I had did was I found my trend. I think that it's going up because we broke structure. We waited for a break of structure. Like I said, a break of structure is when we get a high past your most recent high. And then we mark our zone. Your zone. This was the one that I had recorded and won off of. This was my zone because this right here was my break of structure. My zone is always the red candle right before the most recent high. And then I had won that one like this. Made about 3,000 on it. And then it's honestly coming to get us probably another setup. I bet it's going through with the 15, but I found my trend, waited for a break of structure, marked my supply zone, waited for a tap. When I did it, I did conservative, where you can see this green arrow. If I would have came in with when this wick got inside of my zone, because the goal is to enter when it's in your zone or when it's really, really close near your zone. If you do it if you're going up and you're expecting for price to project up, then if you would have got into this trade with this red candle, that's considered aggressive. The hell? I don't know what's wrong with my computer. That's considered aggressive. Whereas this green candle is considered conservative because it's giving you confirmation that the trend is going the way that you want it to go. So I got in right here a little low, and then I didn't even hit 101 because I got in at a really good spot. I think I got out like around here or whatever, but price projected all the way up here. If I would have waited, I would have hit a 106. Like I said, it's even giving opportunity to get back in this trade if I wanted to. But I like to take 1 or 2 trades a day. I don't like to over leverage too much, but that is how you do it. If you guys need any more help, any more questions, there's a ton of research online that y'all can figure out and find, or you guys can join my boyfriend's Discord. I'll be posting more YouTube videos and live trades on my YouTube or on Instagram, but definitely going to be up in that Discord. I'm also offering one-on-one classes if you guys would like. Trading has changed in my life, and it can change y'all. So y'all better go to 1K Trades. Y'all better go to my Instagram at ja.ylah and get at me. All right, you guys, that's my method on supply and demand. Y'all have a good day.